So let me just refer to the report off track, off record. Oh, sorry, off track, off target. And I read, according to the report, in developing countries, spending on water, sanitation, and hygiene services is minimal compared to health and education. And the share of aid flows going to water and sanitation has fallen over the last 15 years. Whatever accounted for it, we do not know. Maybe we should be finding out from you, Ibrahim.
Yes, you are right in quoting relevant portions of the report, but we are clear in this report also that when we say as compared to health and education, we are not saying that government should not invest in health and education, but as a matter of fact, we want governments to see the complementarity between WASH provisioning in schools and how it will translate into improve health outcomes, and then improve enrollments and retention, and then also improve nutrition, and ensuring that children stay in school complete and get good results. You are quite aware of the struggle we go through now. BEC resource is poor. If there are wash, sanitation, and water facilities in school, children can stay throughout 8 hours or so and be able to be attentive.
But your report has also elaborated that there has been a slash in financial aid to poor nations, as uncovered by your report. I'll come to you on this, Doc, since you're the country representative. What slash are we talking about? Because recently we do remember there has been a Chinese grant for the expansion of Bong, even though we do know that the president hasn't cut sword for it yet. So yes. What is this one trying to explain?
Well, globally, we are facing a financial crisis. And so development partners, multilateral, bilateral donors are making choices about where their funds are going to. And so that has had an impact on the WASH sector. But and we know that in Ghana, at least 80% or more of the funds to the WASH sector is coming from development partners and from donors. So already Ghana is at a disadvantage by this reliance on external funds to address issues in the water and sanitation sector, because the funds are coming primarily from outside of Ghana. So we need to make the internal adjustments. Despite what is happening globally with the financial crisis and choices that other governments and development partners are making, Ghana also needs to look at the pending revenues coming from oil and other areas to see how those funds how they can increase the GDP percentage that goes towards the WASH sector.
At this juncture, I would like to believe many of us do understand how serious or critical the issue with sanitation and water could just be in sub-Saharan Africa. But what has been the recommendation of this report that has been brought forward by WaterAid? How visible has it been? Has it been channeled through the right quarters beyond the I won't call it propaganda. Beyond the talks we're beginning to have about it, at least in the media cycles?
Yeah, thank you. I think on the 18th, your media was there when we did the launching.
Right.
A lot of government ministries, agencies were there. We shared the report and the findings to them. My country rep has indicated that we send copies, formally also to most of these government agencies.
The Ghana Water Company hasn't received?
Yeah, they were there. They were part of the launching.
Yes.
They were part of the launching that
the
day.
Communications department tells me it hasn't received it.
Interestingly, Stanley Mati was served with invitation. We didn't see him, but Ghana Water Company head office staff was present at the launching.
Right.
But we are still following it up to ensure that all of them get copies.
Right.
But one of the key recommendations that this report has made, and which need emphasis, is the issue of ensuring that the wash sector work with equity as an indicator in wash provision. It's absolutely critical. And then ensuring that
pro-poor targeting.
and ensuring that we emphasize on pro-poor targeting, so that all the poor areas, we give them consideration. And that's why we are saying that off track, off target, the areas that need it most. So if you go to the three northern regions, which are the communities, the Bunkurugu, the Wa East, and then the Gushegus need it. If you come to Greater Accra, the Chokos, the Madinas, the Mamobis, they need it. If you go to
But
Volta
you
region,
know, another argument could just stand this way, that beyond the revelation of staggering figures of numbers of people who are dying as a result of poor water supply or lack of access to potable water and sanitation, has said that WaterAid, as part of your mandate, is meant to transform lives by improving access to safe water. I'm just reading from your leaflet, and hygiene and sanitation in the world's poorest communities. But you would also agree with me that hand-dug wells provide one of the cleanest water for people and can provide to up to 250 to 350 people at a time. How much support have you given to these rural folk who you're advocating for to help improve their life, especially with regard to water supply?
Well, WaterAid has been in Ghana for 25 years. We celebrated our 25th year last year. And we have most of our programs are in the northern regions in Ghana. So we work with communities to help them to make the right kind of technology choice based on their environments. And sometimes they may choose to have hand-dug wells, but we also work with providing small town water systems. We do rainwater harvesting. We do pumps, mechanized pumps. So we work and provide different water technologies for communities based on what their needs are, you know, based on the water, the levels of water, you know, in the ground. And
is that to
those
say
kinds of
analysis
things.
are ongoing on how you can help these rural folk?
Well, we work with the districts, to support their water and sanitation plans. They have what they call wash plans. So we don't just go in, do work in Ghana anywhere with any community. We are trying to support the government's development plans to end poverty and end wash poverty. So all of the districts have different communities that they have identified that need water and sanitation services. So those are the communities that we work in.
All right.
Yeah.
We'd like to say thank you to you for passing through the show. For more and more on this, you reach me, I would be or should be able to get you a copy of Off Track, Off Target. The name is quite interesting. But let's get to find out whether it's really off track and off target once we are able to get the chance to read it. Doc, thank you very much for coming through the studio.
Sure.
I've been speaking to Dr. Afia Zakia. She is the country rep of WaterAid, and also Ibrahim Musa, head of policy at WaterAid, and my brother. We'll be back after trivia.